All right, all right, all right. It's another week, Jimmy. Jimmy, we're back, and it's November 4th. I know you're in the in the warehouse right now, going crazy over there. I'm traveling, headed to Atlanta to go see Angela speak. And the cool thing about the you and I, like we're in the busiest season right now, and we're still pausing for everybody who wants to show up tonight. So, Jimmy, thank you so much for not only the opportunity to join you live tonight, but for the opportunity to be able to help so many other Crystal Light business installers out there in the industry who are showing up either watching live or watching the replay. So, Jimmy, just kind of give a quick glance of what you want to talk about, what we want to hear from people tonight as I share this along a couple of the groups, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, no, awesome. So, no, we're here to the season is cranking. Um, Ryan Batts, one of our awesome customers, came in today. He said, "Dude, it was Halloween, and then my phone's lit up." He's like, "This is crazy." We filled up an entire whatever the long extended UPS trucks are today. I mean, we were jamming boxes in. I think we filled up a complete semi trailer of LTLs today. Um, so like
Did
it's
they,
smoke.
did they just
We're
show up
running.
and they're like, are they just like, what the fuck? Or they just know, like, hey, November is lights for decorated season. Like, we just know to show up prepared empty because you're feeling it.
Literally, the UPS guy showed up with 3 packages. I'm like, "Man, you're not working today?" He's like, "Nope. I know where I was coming at the end of the day." I was like, "I love it. I love it. I love it." So, so no. So I mean, it's a heavy early push for sure. And I think the thing was this year not a lot of pre-orders for us. So I think people are ordering stuff, and I mean it's crazy. Like we were, I don't know, a gazillion red C9 bulbs a day and a half ago. Now we're completely slap out until our next little shipment comes in. And even when we're going to have enough red C9 bulbs. So no, I think things are hot. Jobs are ticking. People are getting tons of opportunities. People are not only getting the opportunities, they're landing the opportunities, getting a high conversion rate, which is awesome to hear. People tracking those. I got another guy today came in. He's like, "Man, I really want to figure out how to perform on each and every job." So to me, that's the music to my ears. Guys are actually wanting to figure out not just sell jobs to sell jobs and get revenue. They're trying to sell jobs at the right price, and now they want to go back and do their estimated versus actuals, which is music to my ears. I've been preaching for 3 years, so having people come in and saying stuff like that for me it definitely makes the hair on my neck stand up a little bit. So, yeah, it's all good stuff.
And that's the one thing I've like really drew me into you years ago when I came to your location. Like, not only do you invite me and my kids to you without even knowing you, but you went straight to the numbers. Like, you didn't say buy my product, you say be successful and be profitable. It's really like there's of all the years I've been to events and more so into the Christmas light business, single-handedly, there's nobody teaching profitability like you do. They're teaching make me profitable, buy from me, not stay profitable so you can continue to grow your business, whether or not you buy from me. That's what I truly like enjoy working alongside with you and learning from you for the last few years is like you're about the business owner. Yes, you need to make money as a business, but you can't make money year over year from the same people if they're not making money. So it's cool to see that. If you're new to the show, if you haven't seen Jimmy, you haven't learned from Jimmy, haven't been to an event with Jimmy, like I promise you, if you go there and just listen, Jimmy's got two incredible speeches on top of many. But Angela, like every time Jimmy speaks, Angela's like just listening. And I'm listening, like how to stay profitable. And that's where most people get wrong in this industry. Like, oh, I can make a lot of money real quick. And then they realize real fast in January, like, where'd that money go? It's gone. So that's the cool thing about you. And I appreciate that, Jimmy.
Yeah, no, so it's good. And people taking action and wanting to price jobs right and winning jobs at the right prices. So I think it's good, man. I think it's gonna be a fantastic year. And I don't know. I'm excited. It's fun
All
though
right.
to see everything happening.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's like, I mean, it's November 4th, 2 days into November of the week, I should say. Phones are blowing up. Jobs are getting accepted. I mean, I saw an email chain from today. It was May, it was August, and then it was Ghost, and then it was today. Yeah, accept. What between August and today? I don't know. Like, yes, I accept the job. So, for a lot of these installers out there that are watching, like, they're probably getting a lot of leads coming in. They're probably getting a lot of people saying yes, whether it's new, whether it's old, whatever it is. Like, now is the season. Now is the time to be ready. We've been trying to prepare for this all along. It might have been stagnant. October was good for us, but November, within the last 4 days since the Saturday, because we've had somebody work Saturday, Sunday, today, and yesterday and today. It's been insane. Like, the lead flow, I think we got 25 estimates on in the last day and a half.
Wow.
Just new. Yeah, it's insane. Absolutely insane. So I say this just because.
Oh, go ahead.
What's that?
No, I think you're chopping up there or delayed there. I was going to say, so then if that kind of lead volume, where are you getting those from? Your yard signs predominantly?
Ours, the only marketing we are doing this year is Google, organic, and yard signs. And I don't think most of those are yard signs because within a day, most of our yard signs are gone. So I would say 70% right now is organic, and it's slowly starting to tick up to paid ads. But for the most part, for the previous month, it's all been mostly organic, I should say. I try and track every lead that comes in to see it just kind of like visually. And I would say, like, yard signs are good. Don't get me wrong. But for us, because of our reach and our, like, what we've been doing for years, just building the machine, it's been very organic and referrals.
Love it. That's incredible. So then I think it becomes a bandwidth thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little delayed from you.
Yeah, I think so. It's all good. So I think at this point, we're getting the leads, right? When the phones are ringing, I'm hearing that from everybody I talk to. If your phone's not ringing, stop putting money in whatever you're doing and try something else. You still have time. But if you're not getting the leads, change up, right? Because I'm hearing that from everybody. And now it's all about don't overcommit yourself, right? I think people lead. How many leads can I get? How many times can I get my phone to ring? Let's really dial this thing in. Right? If you're getting 25 leads a day, can you handle 25 leads a day? And if you can't, then throttle things back. Right? And I think that's going to be the important time for everybody at this point is don't try to drink out of a fire hose because you'll drown. And if you're getting too many leads, that can be counterproductive. So let's really make sure we're getting good quality leads. And then once we get the leads, how are we pre-screening them? How are we qualifying them? What kind of questions are we what kind of questions are we going to be asking within that first exploratory call? Are we going to do an on-site versus a over-the-phone consultation? What are the things that we're going to need to do to make sure we're acting quick and we're taking from lead to quote to sale within, I would say, a 36-hour period. So what can your system be? What can your process be to convert that as quick as humanly possible? And I think that's where people need to spend their attention right now and dial that up. And the screening process is probably the most important part of this, in my opinion.
Jimmy, like, you're spot on right there. Like, I want to do every quote in person, but I know that's not possible as we get busy. So you said a good point. Not everyone has to be in person if it makes sense to do it virtually, because I'd rather get speed to lead. Like, lead to speed to lead, whatever. I'd rather get that estimate out to that person rather than saying, hey, we'll be in your area in 7 days. In 7 days, that person's already got an estimate from 4 of the people that didn't even show up.
So they've already given a deposit check on that point.
Right. Yep. So if it makes sense, and I say this all the time, like, I want to do every estimate in person, but if it makes sense, you can see it on Google, you can see it on Zillow, you can see it on Realtor.com, and it's an easy roof line. Go ahead and send them the estimate. I mean, you look at a column, that's a 3-mini column. Like, 3 minis easy. You look at the roof line, it's 120-foot linear foot roof line, whatever. measure it out as a level 1, level 2, level 3. Get that estimate out to that person rather than waiting 7 days and put it in the books. Collect the deposit, be done with it. So don't overcomplicate it and say, I need to get to every estimate because JC said he needs to do every estimate in person. No, I want to do everyone in person because I will have a higher average ticket and my closing rate will be increased because I'm there talking to the customer. But if I'm making them wait 7 days, well, then that's gone. Like they already went on to somebody else, and I've seen that before too. So don't get caught up with what I'm saying. Focus on what makes sense for your business model and how quickly you can get out to that person. But I mean, just think about it. If you were a customer and you had to wait 7 days to get an estimate, and somebody's going to come to you in 3 days, and you need that service done now, you're not going to wait. So just be mindful of that.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm sitting in the corner because there's nowhere to hide in this place right now, and it's very dark. I just noticed. That's okay. I look pretty ragged out already.
I like the cracker, dude. The cracker's looking good.
Oh yeah, that cracker. Yeah. So, no. So what you just said though is so understated, I think, and I don't know how you just worded it, but the way you said it was very articulate. In that, I think people at this point, it's quantity over quality, right? One, I think the other thing is that people are so pre-focused or premeditated on what they what they think they should be trying, how they think that process should go, right? And if it's going to take you 7 days to get somebody a quote, you're completely missing the mark with Christmas lights, right? That might work for power washing, that might work for landscaping, but I don't know how you said it. I wish I could. We'll have to go back and watch it. But this is a time
right now. Like you have to get out there. Yeah.
This is a time sensitive business. Every day that you miss out on getting someone's decor up is a day of lost experience for them and their family. There's no other service that is on that in the industry that most Christmas light installers provide that's that time sensitive, right? I always talk in the trainings is you have to create a sense of urgency to act and to act now, right, in the sales process. Well, now that sense of urgency actually has to be on your part as the estimator, that you have to act and you have to act now or you're going to miss out on that opportunity. So it kind of really goes both ways. And I think it's very, very important to understand if you're going to get a lead, you have to get a quote, I would say, at no less than 48 hours from the time that lead comes in, or your chance of getting that sale probably are diminished by 90%. I would think. I don't have that's not factual, but that would be my guess. So
I agree if you don't set expectations. And that's part of the qualifying. And when you're on the phone and having conversations with the client, like how soon do you want your lights up? Because if they don't want it up to December, well, then they can wait a little bit. That's not that important. And some people, which blows my mind, don't want the lights up until December. Like, why? Why would you not like? But they don't want them up there. They have, many clients on December. I have a $14,000 client that is on for like December 5th. Cool, great. I love you, dude. Like, I love you. But some people want them up right now and they want them lit right now, and they're a priority. And if you're waiting, you need to get those lights up right now. All right, Jimmy just bounced out. We're gonna keep going. Whatever. Have a good time. I'm gonna try and get this people out of the. I apologize, guys. I'm in the airport, and I just wanted to get on this live with you guys. So if you have questions, please go ahead and drop your questions in the comments. Jimmy's probably going to jump back on here in a second. But there he is. Jimmy's back.
I don't know what happened.
Jimmy's back. So I don't know either. But anyway, so we have literally I had to jump on 20 minutes, maybe 18 minutes. I had to jump off. But like we didn't want to take away this week from you guys because we really, truly, truly care. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop the comment or questions in the comments so we can answer your questions. Like I said to you before we jumped on, like, Jimmy, my freaking phones are blowing up right now. The office is not panicking because we have 3 people answering the phones and they're prepared for this. But it's also funny that the lead flow last Monday and Tuesday was there's nobody calling. And then today and yesterday, they're like, holy fuck. Like, with 3 people answering the phones, they can't even keep up right now, which is cool because we also have AI answering to supplement for the people who can't answer the phone. So, like, if you're in the phone, you're wrong. first of all, because they're going to the next person. But it's just cool to see like that we always talk about this. We've been talking about this for months, Jimmy. Months. November 1st. Hydrants. Everybody's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And all of a sudden, November 1st, hydrants flowing. Like everybody's fucking calling in most areas. So I just, I I just get so freaking excited. I get so excited. How's the warehouse going? Like I know you guys have to be insane out there. I talked to Brandon. I talked to you a little bit today. Like you guys would be just wide open right now.
Wide open. It is wide open. Like I said, it's crazy. You walk by, there's a full rack of socket wire. You walk back, it's gone. It's like, where did it all go? So it's wild, absolutely wild. But it's fun. It's fun, wild, and orders are getting out quick. So that's huge.
All right. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop the questions. Right now, I really want to focus on like what you could be doing today. Whether is your phone ringing? Maybe it's not. What you could be doing better. It's funny. I talked to a buddy of mine who's in Pennsylvania, very well established business. He's using Google Ads from a very well established company. He's using social media ads from a very well established company that I know, and like they have no lead flow going on right now. And I think it's a him issue. I think it's a territory issue. Like in the north, maybe that area right now is like just maybe a little pause. Maybe I don't know what's going on. Right now, we are just flying through calls. So, and I think today alone, in the last 2 days, we had 10 people accept estimates, whether they're old or new, whatever it was. But I just don't want people to think like, it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not doing, and it might be some people like maybe they're not doing enough, but like, depending on the area, some areas are really hot right now. Some areas may be hot next week. Some areas might be hot next or this Friday. But like overall, through the friggin' roof right now, like through the roof. The companies have been established. The companies have been doing things like they just can't keep up with leads right now. It's insane.
Yeah, and I think also I think these numbers are going to be like COVID numbers all over again, to be honest. But I would say that the North is typically a little bit closer to Thanksgiving before their phones go nuts. So typically, like in the South, it's like the first week of November. I think once you start getting a little bit further to the north, it becomes the second week of November when those fire hoses turn on. So don't be discouraged.
You
But
would think
like I
that'd be
said,
the opposite, You think that'd be the opposite because they're colder up there and they're like just. It's really weird. You say that, and like in my head, I'm like, well, you think the North would want lights up earlier before Thanksgiving, the South would want them later. But you're right, though. Like I see that, and like when I'm talking to people across the nation, like that's the trend right now, which is really weird.
yeah, and I think that's pretty normal. But I think it's typically around now we get the first cold dose of air in the southeast, and that always kind of triggers it. And then obviously now the leaves are all coming down or down depending on where you're at. So I think that's where that kind of mentally is a trigger. And people in the south just want it longer for whatever reason. Up in the north, it's a little bit more traditional. So I think it's in the south, what guys are installing October 1st now for Christmas. So much longer season in the south than it is in the north for sure.
So one thing I want to say,
by the way, for some reason. So if questions are coming on the Facebook, unfortunately, I can't see them.
Yeah, right now, there's not much coming in right now. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop them. But I will say one thing. I just, if you're feeling disgruntled right now, stay focused. And I think so many people are looking for new leads, Jimmy, when they're not even focused on the prior clients. Like you're missing out on so many opportunities. You're waiting for that person to call you, the previous client, and you're like waiting for the new client to call you because you're just expecting more. But you missed out on so many opportunities. That prior client, they trust you. You've already installed their lights. The profit margins on a prior client versus a new client, it's not even the same. So stop focusing on the new and focus on the past. Like whether you have to go rekindle a conversation, maybe give them a little bit of discount. I hate the word discount, I really do, but If those lights have been installed and I can go install a $3,000 in job in an hour and a half versus doing a $3,000 install in 4 hours, I'm just throwing out numbers, whatever it is. Like I want that old client. I want that repeat client to come back because I'll put those lights up faster. I'll be way more profitable. They'll be happier. They'll be praising us. They've already seen the work. So stop focusing on like what can come to you and start focusing on what you've already had. You've already paid for the lead. You've already installed the lights. The product is sitting in your shop. It's sitting somewhere. It's ready for you. It's lit. It's like, why are you so focused on the next client? So I challenge you, if you're sitting here and you're installer who's been installing lights for years and you have a clientele who has not reached back out to you, maybe you haven't heard back from them, try one more time.
Well,
send them a Facebook message.
What's your acquisition cost, JP, what's your acquisition cost on an upsell? Zero.
On an upsell? Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
Right. What's your acquisition cost on a new sale? You know, I can guarantee you most people will be $200, $250. So pick up the phone, look at what you can do, reach out to them. If you could take every single one of your customers and you could get a $300 upsell out of them, take $300 times 100 jobs, do that number, right? That's a significant amount of money that's costing you nothing to do. You're already going to be there. You just got to throw a little bit more product in the truck. What does that mean? That means your margin on that job just got exponentially higher. And maybe that $300 is going to cover the whole cost of the entire labor to do that job. Right. So, 100%, don't hesitate to reach out and bring new ideas to them. And that's what I've always tell people getting into the holiday lighting industry. What do you do? Well, don't offer lights for decorators 13,000 items. Like, that would be stupid. You start with the core. We actually created a core catalog this year that we're giving to new installers, and that's their cores. But then every year, let's add a spritzer, let's add a light burst, let's add something. But you don't have to offer everything out of the gate. And it also creates more of a fun experience for people. And then you're creating upsells and you're creating a new vibe every year. Don't have to sell them 100% right out of the gate. Make that display grow year after year, and that becomes very fun for everybody to be part of, and obviously profitable as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think so many people get focused on the wrong metrics, the wrong numbers, the wrong whatever it is. Like, I need to get new people. I need to do this. I need to add 15 people. And then that's one thing that drives me insane is when people say, I want to have 700 jobs this year. I want to add 30 new clients. What does that mean? Is that 30 new clients at $1,000? Is that 30 new clients at $2,000? Like, I don't care about the amount of clients I add. I care about the revenue I add. So stop saying I have 500 clients. And well, anyway, I'll go off the tangent, because if somebody says I have 500 clients and they're doing $150,000 a year, whatever it is, I'm like, well, you know what? You're doing it wrong anyway. Stop focusing on the quantity, of the clients you're doing, but the profit margins, like you always talk about.
Yep, 100%. And you're right. I mean, it's very. Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of trainings and things that go on in our industry where top line, which obviously you can't have profit without top line. So top line's a great number, but it's not the number that you hang your head on and say, was I successful? Yes or no. Top line is a goal. New accounts are a goal, but quantify that goal. So, all right, I want to hit 30 accounts at an average ticket of $2,000. Cool. I now have a $60,000 goal. So if I hit one job and it's $60,000, did I fail? No, I just accomplished my goal by a different means, right? So goals are thresholds or milestones, whatever you want to call them, are great, but make sure it quantifies back to something that actually has an end result of overall performance. So yeah, you're dead on. Do I get 5 accounts or 30 accounts? That's irrelevant, right? What are my goals? And there again, if I'm going to have a goal for growth, for additional, I should have a goal that every account I have, I want to average $200 every single year. So if I have 100 accounts, I want to average $200 over those 100 accounts of upsells annually, and make that a goal. And if you and the team can hit on that goal, throw a party, celebrate. We hit our enhancement goal. We hit our upsell goal. Make it a challenge, make it something fun that everybody can win with. And I think you set those goals out there that mentally makes you focus on them. And it's like the thermometer, a little thermostat thing where you pull into a carpool line to pick up your kid at school. It's like, we're getting near the top. The psychological of getting near the top, why everybody does that. Well, it's because when you see that you've made it past 50%, it makes you not want to give up and push harder and further, right? So put those metrics, put those KPIs out there, dangle that carrot in front of your team, and figure out a way to go get it. And there again, even when on the install, throw an extra wreath every day on every truck. Throw a 48-inch wreath on the truck every day and see who at the end of the week can sell the most of them. And whoever sells the most wreaths at the end of the week is going to get a $150 bonus. What's the harm of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how fun is that?
Because they're already there. They're already there on the job site. Like, there's no cost to that other than hanging that wreath. And most likely, it's going to cost 15 minutes to install a 40-inch wreath. I won't talk numbers, but I will say 15 minutes to install a 40-inch wreath is going to profit us at least $200 every single day,
yep.
All day, without a doubt. Even if it's a new install, all day, every single day right now.
$200 this year, but that's $320 next year.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yep.
So some guys focus on the wrong numbers. So for us, we're very old school in the fact that I like clipboards. I have clipboards across the wall every single day, Monday through Saturday is on the wall. And they can see every single job they have, whether it's new, old, it's written on there. It says, like, this is what you're doing. If it's new, it says you have to add in like 150 linear feet of gutter line and roof line, because we separate ours. We do gutter tab and shingle tabs, whatever. I'm not going to argue about that one way or another. That's how we do it. It says 7 pieces of garland, 7 spritzers, 4 48-inch wreaths, 2 36-inch wreaths. I'm just making numbers up right now, but it's on the clipboard. But if they go to the job site, on the clipboard, it shows them, hey, if you go ahead and upsell ground lights, it would normally cost this per foot. Go ahead and sell it for this. So the client knows they're getting a discount. If you sell a wreath, it's normally $425. Go ahead and sell it for $375, whatever it is. You're already on the job site. I don't care. Just add it up there and you get X percentage of this thing. Not only does it motivate the lead technician to want to go and sell something, make up the number. I don't care. Give them $50 for wreath. Give them 10% for wreath. Give them 10% whatever they upsell, because they're going to want to go do it. Like, hey, I can go upsell a wreath for $50. Like, I just go tell Jimmy, hey, you don't have a wreath up here. We're going to add a wreath for $350. Like, and I'm going to make $50 to do it. Fuck yeah. Like, the company's making money. I'm making money as the installer. Jimmy's happy because he's got a wreath on his house that he didn't know about because the sales guy might have fell short, or maybe he didn't know about it when he read the estimate, whatever it is. But like, create these opportunities, not only for your team to upsell and create more money, but for your business to add more revenue while they're on the job site. They're already there. So it has to happen while they're there, but make sure these opportunities are available for them so that while they're on the job site, they're incentivized to want to upsell something. The company makes more money. Everybody's happy.
Yep.
All right, Jimmy, I got 4 more minutes. If anybody wants to drop questions, I know you're busy. I got to head out to Phoenix and hang out with Angela right now. Johnny's got a question right now. How are you guys pricing 16-inch wreath counting for storage? Jimmy, you're on a sale model. We're on a lease model. We're a little bit different. I don't know my price exactly. Johnny, give me 2 seconds. Maybe Jimmy will talk, and I'll look it up while we're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think great question. Whenever you're thinking about anything foliage-wise, think about storage. So, in my opinion, storage costs money. I would say a 60-inch wreath is going to probably cost you somewhere. I'd be charging a minimum of $50 to store that wreath. So, $50 of my annual price would be to store that. Now, is it a line item? Not necessarily, but that just rolls into my cost. So, if I'm paying, $260, $300 for a wreath, 60-inch wreath, I think most people we're gonna sell that at around $400 to $450 a year, including a bow, and that's what their cost is going to be, which would include the cost of that storage. Sales model is a bit different, where when you're on a sales model, what you do is you sell the wreath, so you take your margin on top of that wreath, and then you're going to charge that flat storage fee per unit per year, and then you're just charging the installation to take down the storage for every single unit that you have. So that would equate on a sales model to be somewhere probably about an hour and a half of installation, takedown, shaping, and then plus $65. So you're probably somewhere around $280 annual for a 16-inch wreath.
All right, so I looked at the number release. We're $650 every year. That's the flat number. It doesn't change. We might give a discount if you install earlier, but we're $650. Big thing, Jimmy mentioned one thing: fluffing. I can't stress this enough. As you grow your business, year one doesn't make sense. Year two probably doesn't make sense. Year three, as you grow, and maybe you have at least a crew out there, maybe two crews. If you're not fluffing your garland and your greenery prior to doing the install, you're losing out on opportunities for revenue. Fluffing, in my head, in my mind, takes time, which time takes away from install, which time takes away from profit and revenue. So I had a conversation yesterday with somebody. He's like, I should have a warehouse manager, but that's more money added to my bottom line or my business. I'm like, I'll make him a name. I'm gonna make up Mike. Mike, how much time do you guys spend on site fluffing garland and fluffing wreaths? It's easily 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the amount of the garland you have and the wreaths. If it's a wreath, it's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But if you have multiple views of garland, it can up to an hour to fluff it properly. So think about that. You have multiple people on a job site fluffing garland, fluffing greenery, wasting time from doing installs versus having one person at your warehouse, and that's their sole purpose, paying them $18 to $25 an hour, whatever you want to do. And it's all they do is fluff garland and they fluff wreaths. So they put it on the vehicles, and now it's pre-fluffed, ready to go. Now, when they get the job site, they're installing and maybe tweaking a couple pieces, but it's install, tweak, out versus install, fluff, time taken away from your profits, time taken away from your install teams, and then going on to the next job. So before you say, I can't afford to hire somebody to do all these things, think about how much more profitable you'll be if your teams are out there actually installing and not preparing stuff, not preparing bulbs, not preparing wreaths, not preparing garland, not preparing spritzers. We pre-spritz everything. Like we literally pre-fluff all the spritzers so that when they go to the job sites, it's hanging in the trailer, hanging in the van, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Not I mean, I did the other day on a Saturday or Sunday. I worked Sunday, and I probably spent 25 minutes doing 8 spritzers because I wanted everything to be perfect. 25 minutes sounds small, but just multiply that every single time you're doing spritzers. There was eight spritzers, 25 minutes. Multiply that every single time by 8, by 8, by 8, by 8. It adds up real quick. So having one person doing this for multiple jobs, multiple projects over and over and over, your profit will increase because your crews are being more productive rather than sitting there wasting time to freaking make every single thing. And you want to make sure everything's perfect. You want to make sure everything's ready to go. You want to have every single freaking garland, spritzer, wreath ready to go, not sitting there saying, well, does that look good? Does that look good? Does the bow look fluffed? Was it ready to go? So I say this and stop thinking about how much is going to cost you to hire somebody to do this and thinking about how much more money your crews can do while they're out there doing the installs. And you have one other person or two other people doing the stuff on the back end so they're more successful. Sorry, I got on a tangent there, Jim.
You're right. Prep is key. For sure.
All right, Jimmy. I said I got to go. I literally have to go. My flight is about to board in 7 minutes, and I got to race down to B. I'm in Atlanta, folks. Now's the time. If you're not listening to what Jimmy and I are saying, I'm not saying we're right about everything, but what we've done separately has been very successful in both our companies. Take what we were talking about and take what we're telling you and apply it to your business. If it doesn't make sense, don't apply it. If it does make sense, apply it. It's not too late to do the things we're talking about and have great success at what you're doing in your business this season. It is November 4th. It is not too late. It is not too late to get more leads. It is not too late to close more jobs. It is not too late to hire more people. It is not too late to be more successful this season. If you have questions, Jimmy's available. If you have questions, I'm available. if you have questions, go back to the videos we've already done because we've talked about a lot of great things over the last, what is this, 8 weeks now, 9 weeks? I can't even keep track, Jimmy. Like, we've been doing this for so long right now, but we don't do this because we want your money. We haven't even talked about ordering from lights and decorators. We haven't talked about anything business wise, like how we can profit off this. It's not about our profits and what we can do. It's about how you can profit in your business and be successful and continue to show up in 2026 and 2027. So I only say this because I want you to listen to the things we're saying, not because we're going to gain from this financially, because we want you to gain financially from this and be happy in January and be successful and be profitable. So I appreciate you for watching this, Jimmy. I can't thank you enough. Like, I really do, like, for having this opportunity to go live every single week. It makes me freaking happy. I'm literally in the airport, about to travel to go see my wife, be on stage tomorrow. But I want to take time to hang out with you and share this opportunity with other people. So, Jimmy, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Lights for Decorators, thank you for what you've done for our company. I mean, again, you have given back to this community more than anybody I know. And I've been working in this industry for 9 years. So I will leave it at that. Jimmy, I'll leave you the final words on how you want to end this conversation.
No, man, I appreciate it. I love everything about the industry. Love the people. Love the power. Just remember, winners win. Winners stick together. When all people are winning, it's a fun experience. So, everybody out there, keep slaying it. Have fun with it. Don't forget to smile. You're bringing happiness. I know it's stressful. I know there's a lot of chaos, but don't forget what you're doing is lighting people's life up. So embrace it, enjoy it, have fun with it, roll with the lows, celebrate the wins, and just have fun with it. So, yeah, we are here for you guys, and yeah, anything that we can do to help, let us know. Let's go get it. Another week. By the time we talk next week, and we're going to be having a whole different conversation, guys. We're going to be jumping through all these sales going to be coming. So, go get it, have fun with it, and yeah, JC, safe travels. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, guys. Take care. Thanks.
Thanks, man.